What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jon Bones Jones. Yes, the UFC light heavyweight champion Jon Bones Jones was charged with DWI and negligent use of a firearm in New Mexico. Okay. He was arrested Thursday in New Mexico on charges of aggravated driving while intoxicated and negligent use of a firearm, as the first reported by Cote. Police responded to reports of shots fired, only to find Jones showing signs of intoxication in his running vehicle with a half-empty bottle of Recuerdo and a black handgun. Wow. Jones failed a breathalyzer test, testing at least twice the legal limit after admitting his intention to drive, according to the report. When officers first arrived on the scene, Jones claims to have no knowledge of the gunshots. This is far from the first run-in Jones had with the law. Of course, in 2012, he was arrested for driving under the influence after crashing his car into a pole in New York. At the time, he entered a guilty plea resulting in a $1,000 fine and 6 months license suspension. In 2015, Jones ran a red light, causing a crash and fleeing the scene. A marijuana pipe was found in the car, and Jones was charged with a felony for fleeing the scene of the accident. Jones was stripped of the UFC title at the time and was ultimately sentenced to 18 months of supervised probation. He met all the requirements laid forth by the court in the ensuing months. Jones has also failed multiple drug tests within the UFC organization, and last year pled to a no contest to a disorderly conduct charge after a battery charge where a cocktail waitress accused him of slapping her in the private areas, pulling her down into his lap and kissing her neck. He was ultimately given a 90-day suspension sentence for the charge, wherein he had to avoid arrest and use no drugs or alcohol during the time. Jones, who remained active in recent years by posting a 4-0 record in the octagon since 2018, was an advocate last week for the community staying indoors and socially distancing yourself. Okay, and it's ironic. He says, first time in history we can save the human race by laying in front of the TV and doing nothing. Let's not screw this up. Well, Jon Bones Jones, it looks like you've screwed this up. You don't fire your arm, you don't get drunk, pissy drunk, and shoot your firearm because you got tired of sitting in front of your TV. Now, counterpunching Jon Bones Jones, he's been in that trouble before. You know he's failed multiple drug tests, and, you know, for that booger sugar, right? He tested positive for that, marijuana pipe, drunk. You know, he's an all-around, all-American boy. Loves drugs, sex, and rock and roll. I guess that's what he does. I don't know about the rock and roll part, but, you know, it just shows you that he has a lifestyle that I think... I always say it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And how he's doing it is totally wrong. All that should be done indoors. I know at times you can drive yourself crazy being inside the house. I've been here for the last almost 2 weeks now, and I'm feeling some type of way about it. But that doesn't mean I'm going to get pissy drunk, go in my kitchen, and raid my liquor cabinet and get drunk and start firing my firearm, shooting it off. That makes no sense, you know, because then you could put yourself in a situation, not only, you know, jail is a bad place for the coronavirus to spread, but then you'll be locked up and you'll be locked up in one place. So you're creating another hell for yourself. Okay, that's not solving your problem. You know what I mean? You just got upset because you're tired of staying inside. Now they're keeping you inside another place that you don't want to be in. And it's going to cost you a lot of money. So now what I wonder is, how is he going to pay himself out of that until some judge makes an example out of him and say, you know what, Jon Jones, we're tired of this. This is a pattern. And guess what? We're going to give you some time. You know, ask Floyd. They did Floyd the same way. Okay, so it can happen to the best of them. Now, I think he does need to chill. But then again, if it's, this is the time to chill, but quarantine doesn't ease your mind to make you think that it's a chill time. You got to be smart enough to take this and use this time wisely, but a lot of us can't. Especially a guy like Jon Jones. Jones, obviously, he has a, wild streak, and he likes to do certain things. And maybe the idea, the anxiety of staying inside made him drink too much. Maybe he was already drunk before he got there. If he was twice over the limit, yeah, he was double drunk. He was pretty lit. So it's crazy how, this is normal for Jon Jones. But what makes it worse is his posting on Twitter or Instagram. It's either Twitter or Instagram, right? Where he makes a hypocrite out of himself by saying first time in history we can save the human race by laying in front of the TV and doing nothing. Let's not screw this up. Well, unfortunately, for him saying that, it's almost like riding in the car with a kilo of coke and you got a dare sticker on the back of your bumper. You know what I mean? It contradicts everything that he's trying to portray. But it just shows you that you can't believe everything you hear on social media, because he was not laying low. He was shooting off his firearm. He was drunk off that recuerdo. And he was actually in the zone, in his element at the time. So I don't know if it was a meltdown. Maybe he does need to seek professional help. I really don't know, because this is a pattern, and it's better he fix the problem than some judge that makes him fix the problem, because the way they fix the problem, it might not be the way he wants the problem to be fixed. But anyway, that's my take on Jon Jones. You guys tell me what you think about his arrest. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.